Hi folks, AJ here. I hope you're all doing super duper well. So I've been really drawn towards this article. I want to read more about these bullying accusations around Harry, and yeah, let's read this article. The Centre Bali row shows exactly why Harry and Meghan should never have left the firm. The Sussexes' journey from one PR disaster to another continues to gather pace, but it needn't have been like this. Yeah, they've had so many disasters. It's one after the other. If there's one characteristic that would have benefited both Prince Harry and Meghan Markle above all others, it's surely self-awareness. Now, this is what I've been saying for ages. Neither of them show any sense of self-awareness. Everything is always everyone else's fault. So, yeah, let's read on. As Sophie Shandauka, the chairman of Harry's former charity, Centre Bali, continues to spray gun the pair with accusations of causing significant damage to the charity's reputation, of bullying and toxicity. One can't help but feel even a few drops of it might have helped the embattled couple avoid yet another scandal, the emergence of yet another ghost of Howler's past. But no, they know best. Yeah, I think this is really well written. I think hats off to Celia Walden. Yeah, they knew that Megxit was the way to go, that ditching the only job Harry had ever been any good at was a bright idea, and that once safely ensconced in America, giving an interview in which they effectively badmouthed both the Queen and the Duchess of Cambridge, two of the most popular women in the United States, was the wisest thing to do. It was dumb. It was dumb. She couldn't have put it better. This is why lots of people turned on Harry and Meghan. And the other day I looked at Sussex Squad, one of the YouTube channels, and oh my goodness, I have never looked into them before, but these guys are like off their rockers. My goodness. So yeah, the people backing Harry and Meghan are a little bit, they've got a screw loose. Let's put it that way. Let's read on. They knew that publishing an autobiography filled with factual inaccuracies, in which Prince Harry revealed that he had been suffering from a frostbitten penis during William and Kate's wedding, was judicious, that listing the illegal drugs he had taken while living there on a US visa was, a good plan, and that continued whinging about their royal plight in a Netflix documentary series was definitely going to endear them to their target, I've lost my place, to their target demographic, because everyone loves a prince sawing away on the world's smallest violin 5 years on. It was also never in doubt that Meghan had exactly what it took to be a television domestic goddess, that she had neither of the attributes crucial to making those shows a success. Natural warmth and authenticity wouldn't be a problem. Brilliant. Now, I hazard a guess that members of the royal family aren't terribly self-aware as a species. How can you be when you've grown up in such a privileged bubble? But that's why the machine is there, to act as a buffer between you and the outside world, to save you from yourself while capitalising on any natural talents. In Harry's case, this would be the foreign trips where he seems to go back to being funny, down to earth and genuine. Ditch that machine and you are at the mercy of your own cretinous impulses. Yeah, I think this journalist is right. They've made such a big mistake in leaving the royal family. Personally, I think, why not? I would have been attracted to California if I were Harry. The sunshine, beaches. I would love to move abroad somewhere nice and sunny. But yeah, I love Britain. I would still say lots of good things about Britain. Harry, in a recent interview, didn't seem to have anything good to say about Britain. It's like, he's been brainwashed by Meghan to just like, that is his life now. Yeah. under lock and key, a ball and chain. Oh my goodness. What has he done to himself? Anyway, yeah, I really like this article. I think, you know, they're making like one bad decision after another, and are they getting any good advice? And right at the end of the article, it reads, someone who used to work with the Sussexes once told me it's not that they are consistently being given bad advice, it's that they won't take any good advice from anyone. Perhaps now might be the good time to start. Yeah, Harry and Meghan, like, they've got to start listening to people. They have no wisdom whatsoever. You know, a wise person listens and learns. You know, they're just like bulldozing their way through life and blaming everyone else, and oh, it's just vulgar. It's not attractive. What do you think? I'd love to know your comments. Okay folks, I have decided to look at another article if I dare. You know, anything surrounding Meghan's new brand just makes me cringe. But yeah, let's read this. All is flower sprinkles in Meghan's world, even as Harry is accused of bullying. Duchess of Sussex aims to make the everyday exceptional, selling jam, while Prince Harry quits charity amid toxicity claims. Oh my goodness. The Duchess of Sussex will finally start selling her jam and flower sprinkles this week as Prince Harry is engulfed in a racism storm. Meghan said on Monday she was so excited to launch her As Ever range, which includes dried biscuit mixes and herbal tea. That's the first time I've heard about that. So that her fans can mimic the magic of Montecito in their own homes. I will not be buying that, is my response to that. In her latest missive to followers, she dispensed advice on how to repurpose a jam jar by rinsing it and using it as a vase, or perhaps to hold pens. I love it. That is so funny. After all the plastic, like when I watched her cooking program, series 1, oh my goodness, I can't believe there's another series coming, but there was a lot of plastic, there was a lot of waste that she just, like, she even got a bin and like put it next to her and like throwing stuff in the bin. And now she's talking about repurposing jam jars. Like, this is something my mum did. This is something my granny did. This is, you know, just something that everyone does. It's not like, you know, like a new groundbreaking idea. The Duchess described how the raspberry spread that started it all will be presented in keepsake packaging that could be repurposed to tuck away love notes or special treasures, and to remember this pivotal moment with me. Wow, why does everyone want to have Meghan in their life? Like, people, surely, you know, maybe the die-hard fans, but wow. Like, that is so narcissistic, like, to think that people are going to keep the packaging and remember her and this pivotal moment of her, you know, me. Yeah, and while we're here, I'm not sure about the raspberry spread. Is that what she's calling it? I think that sounds a little bit cheap, if I'm honest. I would call it raspberry preserve, not spread. It sounds like peanut butter spread. Put it on my toast. You know, bung it on, spread it on. But also, yeah, even the branding, I really don't like the logo. I think it looks cheap. I think it looks like high street sort of level. It is not high-end branded, in my opinion. She added, think of it as our time capsule. It is kind of like a time capsule. Like, you could put things in and bury it under the ground in the garden, and like someone in years to come will like look at this and they'll be like, what the hell is this? As ever? Someone will find this like 100 years in the future. You know, an alien will find this time capsule like, this is crap. What is this? And they'll open it up. There'll be some Harry and Meghan like memorabilia. Oh my God. The business launch coincides with a period that her husband would probably rather forget, to put it lightly. The crisis at Centre Bali, Harry's African charity, has prompted an extraordinary war of words between Sophie Chandauka, the chairman of the board, and the trustees who resigned earlier this month en masse. Sorry about my pronunciation. I could be a lot better, I know. The Duke, who also quit in solidarity, is said to be devastated that the charity he co-founded in memory of his late mother in 2006 has imploded in such a catastrophic and public way. Yeah, hasn't it indeed? Ms. Chandauka has accused the board of bullying, misogyny and racism in a series of high-profile interviews in which she also revealed she has been asked to publicly defend Meghan after a high-profile spat at a polo tournament. She alleged the number one risk for this organisation was the toxicity of its lead patron's brand. Now, I covered this many months ago. I can't remember when it was, but yeah, I was looking at this. I didn't know who she was, this lady, but I felt sorry for her having to duck under the trophy. I think it was just messy, but we have since learnt from Sophie that, you know, they did not know that Meghan Markle was going to be there in Serena Williams, so it was quite chaotic on stage. They didn't have it choreographed, and so she had to, like, you know, move around. And I don't think she was, you know, lots of people have said that she was really furious about this, but I don't think she was. Like in the interview on Sky News, I want to keep it real here, you know, I think she wasn't offended by this. She just went with it, but she did not want to put out a statement to back Meghan for press, and I think she made the right decision, because, you know, the charity should not be supporting Harry and Meghan's press. You know, it's very separate. I think this woman is very professional and she's a strong woman. She put her foot down. I love strong women, as if you've been watching my videos, I've said that so many times. You know, I love strong women. This woman is digging her heels in, and she said no to Harry, and apparently he sent horrible messages to her, you know, like, can you explain yourself? Like, how dare he? You know, it's up to her what she does and doesn't do. She does not have to put a statement out to back Meghan Markle. So yeah, the Duchess will try to steer clear of the bullying row as she launches her long-awaited lifestyle brand, which promotes a domestic idol. She said, "Ever since I can remember, I've been dreaming up easy ways to elevate the everyday into the exceptional. I always knew that I wanted to turn these ideas into something real and to make beautiful items that spark connection and celebrate quiet, meaningful moments, maybe mimic the magic of Montecito in a way you can recreate at home." Meghan said that the collection of 9 items was inspired by the way she shows care to the people in my life, but not my dad, my sister-in-law, my dad-in-law, and my mother-in-law. Like, oh my God. Yeah, it's so fake. Oh my goodness. The ginger tea is a fuss-free spin on the warm drink she makes using homegrown lemons and the crepe mix. The crepe mix reminds her of her time backpacking through France as a student, an experience she wants to share with the rest of the world. Ooh, lucky us, lucky us. She said once the raspberry spread is gone, you may want to do what I do, rinse the jar and use it as a small bud vase for flowers on your nightstand or to hold your pens on your desk. And here we have the jam jar. Yeah, I think this shape of label on the jam suited American Riviera orchard, but I don't think it suits as ever. There's a lot of space around the words. I think it looks kind of basic, and the font that is used for raspberry spread I think is absolutely contradictory to the, you know, the writing for the logo. Yeah, it's kind of, what is it, like Arial font or something? It's very modern. I think she should have used something a bit more traditional. But yeah. Ugh. And the raspberries at the front look like they've been like photoshopped on, just like placed on the front. This is not good branding. I don't approve. The Duchess added, I hope when you see what I've worked so hard to create, you're encouraged to know that whatever life brings, you can do it too. You can bag a prince too. If I can do it, you can do it. Yeah, let's all bag a prince. She should write a book, How to Bag a Prince. Yeah. Your value, your creativity, your joy, that is you. As it's always been and always will be. You are you, as ever and forever. It sounds like a really bad greetings card. So corny. Yeah, this is not my jam whatsoever. Yeah. And oh my god, right, do I read this paragraph? I don't know. I might just like die of cringe. Someone once told me the biggest risk you can take is deciding not to take one at all. Now, after careful planning and preparing while also parenting, it's time to bring as ever from my home to yours. Okay, so it's not that corny. I will survive. Yeah. Okay, great article. Yeah, I will survive. I don't want to spoil things for you folks, but I have a little surprise for you again, which hopefully will come at the weekend if I can get it all ready. But I'm also redoing the Meghan Sussex divorce song, so watch out for that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye. Big kiss. Bye.